Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is another request from Henry, this time with Guy Helmuth's Rickdom 2 as Guts from Berserk and his Black Swordsman outfit. That, of course, was a lot of armor over black leather, so primarily, with some browns and such in there too. So I wound up using basically trying to differentiate the armor from just the leather with finish with different combinations of specular and highlight, and I think it went fairly well. I did, I believe, put a little bit of weathering on this, which I don't often do with my color schemes, but it seemed very appropriate here. And I'm already out of feet. Um, I'm I'm pretty sure that brown stripe down the sword it matches the leather of the belt there, and not the flesh tone of the upper arms and the mono eye track. Because to be honest, there's just no way, there's no working around the exposed upper arms on that outfit. So it wouldn't look like that outfit if those were covered. I felt like, so I that's what I went with. Um, and once you do that, you kind of have to try and do the face. So hence the mono eye track. Yeah. So yeah, that was my creative process on this. Um, Guy Helmuth's Rickdom is one of those suits that I think is a lot of fun to use, but I'm often not great with. Took me a while to get this, but it was for a long time not usable on the ground. It was space only because of the big ridiculous sword, but they changed that eventually when a lot of other space only you know bipedal mobile suits were brought to the ground and made usable, like the Pale Rider Space Type and that and those. So yeah, the other besides a decent set of stuns, it has a chest beam that stuns. It has a Sturmfaust. It has a grenade launcher on its MMP-80. The other interesting quality of this is that technically the sword is also a shield. It counts as a shield. Things that hit it do not stun you. It does not seem to have hit points as a shield. I've never seen it broken. I've seen, rumors to the effect that it can break, but I don't know that I've ever seen it happen myself. If you have, please, by all means, let me know. But I'm almost certain it doesn't actually. So, technically, it should be possible to Jedi projectiles with this, but I've never been able to do it because of the, timing and latency and what have you, attendant to this game. So yeah, and I just knocked over somebody taking out that Almazaku. And I probably should have stayed. When I was playing, I did not notice the person approaching the teammate I left behind. If I had, I would have moved forward instead of back. That's just, I've mentioned that before. I've hopefully have shown that before. Just that's kind of my, like my personal, like, rules as for how I play this. If I knock down or stun an ally and I can get between them and an approaching enemy, that is what I'll want to do. I don't always get it done, but I try to. So yeah, I did not mean, if there was an enemy approaching, I did not mean to abandon that person, and I apologize. But, and there is a previously undisclosed Agu guy behind me. So yeah, I'm going to be able to get one shot in on it, I think. Yep, try. I should have gone for the neutral. It is faster. The neutral is faster. The downswing takes longer, but does a ton of damage, especially if both swings hit. But see, so far, and we bounced somehow. We have the same melee priority. I feel like hitting somebody in the square of the back while they're using whips, however, should not count as a melee clash personally. But I'm just weird like that. Yeah, tried to get a combo in, tried to use the tackle to kill that person. Didn't quite get it, but somebody else got the kill. I think the Hygog got the kill while I was trying to do it. So, and there is the Almazaku, I believe, trying to, or not paying attention to me, which, how do you miss me? But I was able to do some damage to them, and I'm just going to stay on the far side of that support fire, which is not really helping me, honestly, because it just is kind of letting them shoot me to pieces. If I had, I should have gone with the chest beam if it was ready there instead of the grenade or Sturmfaust or whatever I launched at that, because yeah, it was not enough to keep it in place, obviously. So, but yeah, a couple of minutes left. We've got a decent lead. I managed to get some kills here and there, and I haven't gotten locked, except that the beginning of the round, I haven't gotten locked down and murdered too much in this thing, which honestly, yeah, I'll take that. But now, I really shouldn't have just swung on that Agu guy. It was much more cognizant of where I was than I was of where it was. You know, I think that makes sense as a sentence, but you get the idea. It was more ready to deal with me than I was to deal with it. And that is continuing to be the case. I stopped the Ganaeos, but then it was ready to tackle me. So yeah, I am dead. I called for support and I called for it way too late. I'm not getting back up. So yeah, I mean, occasionally there's just some lives here that were very short, but I think otherwise this went relatively well because I think I've said before this is a mobile suit that I frequently find very difficult to use. So fun, but just because carrying a gigantic ridiculous sword is always fun. But yeah, it can be a tough one to get really really good rounds with. I've tried this on and off for a while, and this one I got tonight, luckily, is the best one I have gotten. So yeah, I'm pretty happy overall with how the color scheme came. See, trying to gun down that Ganaeus without getting myself stun locked. I'm getting stun locked because that is the whole enemy team. And yeah, still trying to land got the Sturmfaust on the Eos, got tackled by the Almazaku that dashed in front of the Agu guy, knew exactly what I was going to do. No idea how I lived to get back up. But yeah, gonna try for the Agu guy. Got to hit in on it. Got to tackle in on it. Not gonna live long enough to do anything else. Yeah, the Almazaku I feel like has kind of taken it upon itself to counter me. Okay, Isaac got me this time, but good for it. But yeah, that's not a bad idea because the Almazaku does have a lot of stun options, and being able to stop something like this cold is your best option to keep it from hacking up your team. So there's only 15 seconds left. I don't have a lot of time to do much of anything. See, yeah, the Eos is ready for me. I'm just going to swing around and go after that Isaac, and I don't have time to do anything to it, and it's still running, and I'm going to get stunned, and that is the round. But yeah, had a pretty good burst there of, effectiveness, particularly in the middle of the match, but yeah, I think these colors came out fairly well. Yeah. But did not make the board on this, but did pretty good damage as I recall, and pretty good kill-death ratio if I'm remembering right. Find out. 5 and 4 and 63k, came in third overall. I will take that. I hope you enjoyed it, Henry, and that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I'm trying to remember if they have ever done a version of the big sword that comes with this. I know there is a G generation Dom that comes with a similar weapon, and I'm pretty sure there's another model of mobile suit or another model of Dom that has used this, but I can't. I don't think there's ever been one in action figure form, or model kit form. Would not mind it though.